Greetings and salutations, my friend. I just heard that the announcement trailer for the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9 Requiem, just dropped. And considering I'm a lifelong fan of the series, I've been into Resident Evil games pretty much since my very early childhood, since PS1 games that I played back in the 90s. I think the series is still going strong. This is probably one of the game series from that time that is going strongest right now, maybe alongside Final Fantasy. So I'm super excited. I love, or at least like, most games in this series. So I'm super excited, and I waited. I didn't want to watch this trailer until I do it with you guys, so let's just get right into it. I'm not going to talk over the footage. I'm actually going to do some commentary in between different parts of the video.
Sir.
It's not Ashley, because she kind of looks like Ashley. The hair and everything. I mean, it wouldn't be the wildest idea to make Ashley the main character of the next Resident Evil game, considering they just did a remake of Resident Evil 4, which is the only game that has Ashley in it, so it would kind of make sense to have it being a sequel to Ashley's story, but I somehow doubt it. I doubt that it's Ashley, but you know what, I'm not opposed to the idea. I think there's potential for character growth, and I think she could be the main protagonist. Of course, she would be very, very different from the Ashley we know, but anyway, let's continue. That ain't no Ashley.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
Alright, I think we just got introduced to our new main protagonist in this game. Or maybe for a few games. To be completely honest, I kinda just want to stick with the old characters, you know? Leon, Jill. I don't care about Chris and Claire too much, to be honest. I've always been more of a Leon and Jill person. Ada, sure. I'm always like, meh, when new characters arrive. So I didn't mind Ethan, although I don't think he's much of a character, actually. I think he's more of a vessel for storytelling, for the events of Resident Evil 7 and 8 to happen. Not really much of a character, to be completely honest. It seems like they might actually do a better job with was it Grace? Grace Ashcroft. Actually, interesting name. Because it seems that it's almost a play on Ashley Graham. Grace Ashley Ashcroft. So hey, maybe I wasn't completely wrong when I said she was resembling Ashley, because maybe it was intentional.
My office.
Oh, coming.
Anyway, before I continue, one more thing. I love how so far it just doesn't seem like a Resident Evil game, maybe even a horror game. And I think it's something horror films have been doing much better than horror games in general, that they take time dropping you into the nightmare. I think in a lot of horror games there's usually very little build up. They just throw you right into the situation. You know, there might be, like, some Resident Evil games, they have this short sequence of narration before that. Silent Hill 2, I guess, has this part where you walk to town. There's, I guess, a little bit of build-up, but I still think that films in general do it better than games. And you know what? I have hopes that Resident Evil might actually change that, do something different. So I'm looking forward to that. Penumbra is actually another example of a game that actually lets you slowly sink into the more terrifying field, you know. But I don't mind that so far it doesn't look like a horror game at all.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
It's almost being told in a way like it's referring to some of the events from previous games, but I don't think it is. Or maybe some of the side games. Actually, I haven't played them. I played the mainline entries, remakes, Revelations games, and Code Veronica. So this doesn't really ring a bell. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a completely new thing that we're not supposed to be aware of what he's referring to, or if it's something I'm missing because I haven't played all the games. But I'm pretty sure this is a completely new thing. If anything, this is the exposition for events that relate to the past of the main character here.
Grace.
Okay.
What is this? Hey!
Well, that was something different, for sure. For a moment it felt like it was a prelude to a Saw film in that one particular sequence there.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Now, who the hell was that person, I wonder? Is it someone we know? Is it a completely new person? Sounds like a villain, for sure. Also, I didn't want to say it while I was playing the clip, but the rain on the ground looked absolutely amazing, super photorealistic. So, I'm not really into graphics. I'm more into the storytelling and the atmosphere. And honestly, I think a lot of old games that don't have graphics as good as new games have actually much better atmosphere a lot of the time. But even I felt a bit impressed with what they did with the rain on the ground there. Like, whoa.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Okay. I need to see this part again. Hold on. It is.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Release date, give me a release date. Oh, February 27th. That's still almost a year. Oh, actually that's shortly after my birthday. That'll be a perfect birthday present from me to me. Okay, the part when they showed the ruins of RPD, the fact we'll be going back to the Raccoon City. I'm a little excited. Although I think it's sort of a cheap thing to do, because I think a lot of franchises do that when it's like going back to where it started. You know, it's sort of a trope in a way. But you know, I don't mind. I really don't mind. Actually, I think if they have a good reason to reintroduce Raccoon City into the franchise that is not played out in the way that what they did with Operation Raccoon City, let's say, I'm all for it, to be honest. You know, I'm a big fanboy. I'm happy. I've also noticed this one seems to have a much darker, much serious tone than the previous mainline entry, Resident Evil 8 Village. I liked Village. You know, it was goofy. It was very goofy. It's probably the goofiest game in the whole series. But it was fun. I enjoyed Village. You know, it was nice seeing Village people. Almost convinced me to join the Navy. All those main villains of Village, I think they were just such interesting and eccentric characters. I love them. But I don't mind this serious tone. I think Resident Evil gets really good when it goes for something serious. Resident Evil 7 is a perfect example of that. But yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. Like I said, I think it's one of those franchises we have had since the 90s that are still going strong and are not on hiatus or are not releasing shitty games. So I think it's been going really strong since Resident Evil 7, actually. So yeah, I don't want to have too high hopes, but I'm optimistic towards this game, you could say. Also, you know, I've been following a lot of rumors. So there've been a lot of rumors that this game is going to be all about Leon. Some other rumors said that there'll be 2 playable characters, Leon and Jill. Doesn't look like that will be the case based on this trailer, although I don't know, maybe, you know, they didn't reveal everything. Who knows? I would love to see Leon again and Jill. Actually, I was hoping to have Leon and Jill in one game, because we never actually got that, and they're my 2 favorite characters in this franchise, so I would absolutely love to see them together, to see their dynamic, actually. But even if this is not what we get, I'm not going to be disappointed. And also, what I really love about Capcom is that when they do a reveal trailer, they already tell us the release date for the game, instead of make us wait for years before that announcement is made. So that was the trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I hope you enjoyed my reaction and commentary. If you did, consider liking and subscribing to this channel. I don't do gaming content very often. I talk about it sometimes on few occasions. This is a very different type of channel. Actually, I'm all over the place. This is my corner of the internet where I talk about everything that interests me, pretty much. So if you want to take a look around, if you want to stay, you're welcome. If you don't, you know, I don't mind. It was nice for you to come by and watch this video anyway. So I will see you soon if you want to. Ciao.